Inside this facility, our team of dedicated engineers oversees the production of 10 billion condoms annually.
At the edge of the industrial corridor, a massive complex prepares for a relentless cycle of production.
The process begins here, with the arrival of liquid gold. Pure, natural latex. Every connection must be airtight, as the liquid latex enters a closed-loop system designed for absolute purity.
Inside these massive silos, the raw material is kept in constant motion, maintained at a precise viscosity for the journey ahead.
Science governs every liter of material. Before a single drop enters the production line, it must pass a rigorous chemical audit.
Every year, billions of liters of high-grade natural rubber latex arrive at this facility, the essential foundation for every product we manufacture. Maintaining the perfect temperature and pressure is critical. Even a slight variance can compromise the structural integrity of the final latex film. Purity is paramount. We filter the raw latex to a microscopic level to ensure that not a single impurity makes it into the dipping tanks.
Before the latex can be shaped, it must be chemically stabilized. Our engineers oversee this.
Centrifugation allows us to concentrate the rubber, removing excess water to create a material that is both incredibly thin and remarkably strong. Every year, millions of liters of premium-grade natural rubber latex arrive at this facility, marking the first step in a precision-engineered journey.
Before a single drop enters the production line, it undergoes rigorous chemical analysis to ensure it meets our exacting standards.
Coordinating the assembly of billions of units requires a symphony of logistics, managed by experts who oversee every variable in the supply chain.
Uniformity is the hallmark of safety. Our inspectors ensure that the raw materials are perfectly balanced before they reach the dipping lines.
Once approved, the latex is moved to these massive vats where it is blended with proprietary compounds to achieve its final high-performance properties. The journey begins here, where thousands of gallons of raw liquid latex arrive daily, under strict environmental controls. Purity is paramount. Every liter of latex is analyzed for chemical consistency and molecular stability before it ever touches a mold.
These massive silos hold the lifeblood of the factory, kept in constant motion to maintain the perfect liquid state.
Compounding is the secret science of the process, where raw latex is transformed into a durable, elastic material through precise chemical additions.
Before dipping, the latex must be perfectly filtered and cooled, ensuring that not a single bubble or grain of dust remains.
The journey begins with the arrival of raw, centrifuged natural rubber latex, delivered in massive quantities to sustain a...
Before a single drop enters the production line, it must pass a battery of chemical tests to ensure absolute purity and consistency.
In the compounding tanks, the raw latex is blended with stabilizers and vulcanizing agents.
Temperature control is vital. Even a few degrees of deviation could ruin a 10,000-liter batch of processed latex.
Every day, thousands of gallons of liquid latex arrive at our gates, the lifeblood of the global condom industry.
Quality control begins the moment the raw material arrives, ensuring that only the purest latex enters our high-speed production line. High-pressure transfer systems move the raw material into specialized storage, maintaining perfect consistency through every foot of the pipeline.
In these massive silos, the latex is kept in a state of perpetual motion, preventing the slightest bit of sedimentation.
Through exact chemical compounding, we transform raw nature into a high-performance polymer capable of withstanding extreme stresses.
The journey begins with the purification of raw natural rubber latex, where high-speed centrifugation.
Every batch must pass rigorous chemical testing. Even the slightest deviation in viscosity can compromise the integrity of the final product.
Once approved, the liquid gold is pumped through a complex vascular system of pipes into climate-controlled silos for stabilization. Compounding is where the science happens, as sulfur and accelerators are added to prepare the rubber for the vulcanization process.
The mixture must now mature, staying in constant motion to ensure every drop of latex has the exact same chemical properties.
The journey begins with the arrival of raw natural rubber latex, transported in temperature-controlled tankers.
Before a single drop enters the production line, Rigorous laboratory testing confirms the latex meets strict purity standards.
Recipients. A complex network of stainless steel arteries carries the liquid gold through the facility, managed by automated.
In the compounding vats, secret additives are introduced to the latex, transforming the raw sap into a high-performance material capable of.
Consistency is the hallmark of quality. Homogenization ensures that the chemical composition remains.
The journey begins with the arrival of raw, natural latex, sourced from sustainable plantations and delivered.
Every batch is subjected to rigorous laboratory analysis, ensuring that only the highest grade of latex enters the manufacturing stream. Massive silos maintain the raw material at precise temperatures, preserving its molecular structure before it is pumped into the blending vats.
Crucial additives are introduced here, transforming simple sap into a high-performance polymer capable of extreme elasticity.
Centrifugal force is used to refine the mixture, removing any impurities and concentrating the material to the exact density required for microthin manufacturing.
Every day, thousands of gallons of high-grade liquid latex arrive from tropical plantations, serving as the essential foundation for our global production.
The transfer process is handled with surgical precision, utilizing vacuum-sealed lines to prevent any exposure to environmental.
Compounding is where the science happens. We add specific vulcanizing agents that will eventually give the rubber its incredible strength and stretch memory.
Patience is key during maturation. The latex must rest under controlled temperatures to ensure the chemical bonds are perfectly formed for maximum safety.
The journey begins with the arrival of high-grade natural rubber latex, the lifeblood of our facility.
Through high-speed centrifugation, we purify and concentrate the raw latex to ensure maximum strength and durability.
In the compounding phase, we add the essential elements that will give the final product its vital elastic memory.
Time and temperature are our most critical ingredients. This resting period allows the latex to stabilize for the dipping process.
Final filtration removes every microscopic imperfection. Only the purest latex is permitted to move into the molding phase.
The journey starts here, with the arrival of premium liquid latex, the foundational element for every single unit produced.
Nothing is left to chance, as every shipment undergoes rigorous chemical analysis to guarantee the highest molecular integrity.
In these massive reservoirs, the latex is kept in constant motion, maintained at precise temperatures to prevent premature vulcanization. Precision compounding transforms the raw rubber into a sophisticated polymer, reinforced with specific agents for maximum strength. Finally, microscopic filtration removes every last impurity, ensuring the latex is flawlessly smooth before it reaches the dipping line.
Before entering the production line, the raw material must be filtered and stabilized to ensure absolute consistency.
Precision compounding is vital. The addition of stabilizers and vulcanizing agents transforms raw latex into a high-performance polymer.
Within these massive tanks, the latex is matured and homogenized, a process that can take up to 72 hours.
Strict quality control at the raw material stage is the foundation of the factory's zero-defect policy.
The journey begins with the arrival of liquid natural latex, harvested from sustainable plantations, and delivered.
Quality control is paramount, with every batch undergoing rigorous testing for viscosity, purity and dry rubber content before it can proceed to production.
Massive maturation tanks keep the latex in a constant state of motion, preventing coagulation while.
In the compounding phase, stabilizers and vulcanizing agents are used to prepare the material for its transformation.
Precision monitoring systems track every variable, ensuring the raw material is perfectly conditioned for the high-speed dipping process ahead.
The journey begins here, where massive quantities of raw natural rubber latex arrive daily to fuel the high-speed production lines.
Purity is paramount. Even a microscopic imperfection at this stage could lead to failure in the final, ultra-thin membrane.
In these vats, the raw latex is transformed through the precise addition of stabilizers and catalysts, setting the foundation for strength.
High-speed centrifuges spin the mixture to strip away impurities, concentrating the latex into a high-performance industrial material.
The compound must now rest. Maturation allows the chemicals to bond perfectly, ensuring the latex is ready for the precision dipping process ahead.
The journey begins with the arrival of raw, natural rubber latex, sourced from sustainable plantations. Before a single drop enters the factory, it must pass a battery of chemical tests to verify its purity and molecular stability.
Thousands of liters are siphoned into the facility's heart, moving through miles of temperature-controlled piping to maintain perfect viscosity.
In the compounding stage, the latex is reinforced with essential minerals and stabilizers, creating a formula designed for maximum strength.
Refinement is key. Every milliliter is filtered through microscopic mesh to ensure the final product is free of any imperfections.
The journey begins with the arrival of raw latex, the lifeblood of the factory, delivered in climate. Before a single drop enters the production line, it must pass a battery of chemical tests to verify its molecular stability and strength.
In the compounding tanks, the raw latex is transformed into a robust material through the precise addition of vulcanizing agents.
Filtration is a critical safeguard. Even the smallest impurity can compromise the safety and reliability of the final product.
High-speed centrifuges provide the final stage of refinement, concentrating the latex to ensure maximum durability and thinness.
Purity is paramount. The raw latex undergoes multiple stages of microfiltration to ensure the structural integrity of the final product.
Inside these giant reservoirs, the latex is constantly agitated and chemically balanced to maintain the perfect consistency for the dipping process.
An intricate network of automated valves directs the flow, ensuring that every production line receives a consistent supply of stabilized material. No material moves forward without rigorous testing. Our technicians verify the molecular properties of every batch to guarantee safety.
The journey of 10 billion units begins here, with the arrival of high-grade liquid latex from sustainable plantations. Before a single drop enters the production line, it must pass a battery of chemical tests to guarantee purity.
Stability is key. These massive silos ensure the latex remains in a perfect state of suspension for the dipping process.
Through exact compounding, we give the raw latex the strength and durability required for its life-saving mission. A continuous, pressurized stream of material flows through kilometers of piping, ready to be molded into shape. The journey begins here, with the arrival of raw liquid latex from sustainable forests across the globe.
Scientific precision is paramount, as every liter is tested for consistency and chemical purity before entering the line. Automated systems transfer the liquid gold into climate-controlled silos for stabilization and long-term storage.
Microfiltration ensures that even the smallest impurity is removed before the chemical processing begins. In the compounding tanks, the latex is chemically prepared for the high-speed dipping lines that define modern production.
Every year, billions of units start as raw liquid latex, delivered under strict climate controls to ensure molecular stability. Purity is paramount. The latex must pass through a gauntlet of filters to remove even the smallest microscopic imperfections.
In these giant silos, the latex is kept in constant motion, preventing sedimentation while maintaining a precise thermal equilibrium. The addition of vulcanizing agents transforms the raw latex into a high-performance polymer, capable of extreme stretching without failure.
Before a single condom is formed, the raw mixture undergoes exhaustive lab analysis to guarantee it meets global safety specifications.
The journey of 10 billion condoms begins here, with the arrival of raw, sustainably sourced natural rubber latex.
Flow rate steady at 500 GPM.
Inventory updated, we are clear for transfer.
To keep the latex in its liquid state, it must be constantly agitated in these massive, climate-controlled stabilization vats.
Compounding turns raw sap into a high-performance material, adding the strength and elasticity required for safety.
Before a single drop reaches the production line, it must pass a battery of tests to ensure total consistency and purity.
Every carton is packed with absolute precision to ensure the user receives all necessary safety information and a perfectly protected product.
Secondary packaging provides the final layer of protection, grouping products for efficient distribution while maintaining strict batch traceability. From this central hub, billions of units are tracked and managed by sophisticated software to ensure.
As the containers are sealed, the journey from raw latex to a life-saving product reaches its final logistical milestone.
And that's how, inside a modern condom factory, the manufacturing process behind 10